Gonna update an invoice for a chosen customer in the invoice customer filter and click on the bottom of the screen, update an invoice. In this case, we chose a fantasy in flowers, and here will appear all the invoices or orders that are pending to be processed. Here you will see the status of each order with the account number, customer name, total amount of the invoice, the GPM margin, the ship date. The invoice date is the date that it was created, total boxes, total full boxes, uh, salesperson who created the order, and the credit limit for each one of the order. On top of the screen, you have that option to preview or print the invoice, and then you have the option to update or see any open invoices for any customer. So let's go ahead and click one of the orders, and here you have a preview of the invoice, and as you can see, no action has been taken to it. So there's other options are open as far as adding product to it, updating it, voiding it if you would like, or go ahead and process it and get the order out to the operational department. Now let's look at a statement of a customer. Click a fantasy flowers and statement on the bottom of the screen, and the statement of this chosen customer will appear with all the information as far as all the invoices that are pending to be paid, the payments that have been done, the credits, and the account balance. Okay, this information can be sent via email and also can be printed so you go forward to your customer with the totals on the bottom of the page as well. Now let's go ahead and look at how you add or create notes to a customer's profile. Click on notes on the bottom of the screen, and you have that option to add comments or notes to a customer. In this case, there's a change in sales rep, and click save to update the customer's profile. So this is how you create notes on a customer. Now let's click on top of the page, sales, invoice data entry, update. Now in this screen is where you can update an invoice that has been created. As you can see, you have each one of the orders with useful information as far as the status, name, ship tools, ship date, invoice date, total full boxes, and click OK on one of the customers to preview an invoice, and then you have the actions on the bottom of the screen. For this case, let's void this order. Okay, and the order has been voided. Okay, on the right hand side of the screen you have more information as far as who created each one of the orders, and let's click another order to update it, and here we have the actions open to click save, add inventory, or update an inventory. So in this case, let's go ahead and open the inventory and choose a different product for this order, and we have selected this product for this order that is still pending for processing. Any order that is still pending for processes and it allows you to add product, you have that option there. Okay, here you have the inventory report if you want to print the inventory report and send it to your customer. You have that option to also export it to Excel if you choose to. Now as you can see, I added that new product to the order. Now if you want to go ahead and process the order, so I just go ahead and added something to this order. Okay, as I mentioned before, you can always in this screen you can update an invoice. Now how you see a history of an invoice, let's click sales, invoice data entry, history, and this is where you can view the history of each one of the orders created. You have that option to search by date or search by customer. By customer date, by invoice number, or by sales rep. These are the search options. You click find, and you will here find all the history of the orders that based on the filters. Okay, here you will find columns where you find the status of each order, the name of the customer, the total amount of the invoice, the ship date, the date it was created, the sales rep, all this useful information you find. Like I said, you will always find other information here based on the filters. And let's go ahead and look at a history of an order or a preview of the invoice of an order. Click OK. As you can see here, we have an invoice with the labels printed, pick list yes, that means it's printed, and scan yes, that means everything is already done. And here you could go ahead and make a credit for an order, or and see what's the product that was input. So this is how you watch the history. Now let's go click sales invoice data entry, generate pre-books, sales chart. As you can see, the sales chart, the performance of each sales rep based on the filter of the dates. As you can see, okay. Okay, now let's look at the live inventory. Here you have invoice data entry inventory, and here your sales reps can view the inventory that's available for sale, and with each one of the pictures, so it could be sent by email to the customer. Also, you have that option to filter the inventory by product, and also see the inventory by warehouse if you have multiple warehouses in your company. And also here you have a inventory report per product, and you can also export this inventory to Excel. Now let's look at invoice data entry standard inventory. Now this is a report of your inventory by farm, by product, with the quantities, the packing, the size of the box, and the days in warehouse, plus the flight number or the airway bill number that the product came in with. This is in a PDF format, so it could be sent via email, or it could be printed for your records. Now let's click sales invoice data entry. We also have limbo and credit log, which is the log that lets you know all the status and action that has been taken per invoice, with the information of the notes who created the action, so you could keep a log and history of each one of the actions done. So this is what we have in invoice data entry, all these details. As well, we have here the shortcut as well with all the information.